One of the designs that was shared in the group was this design. So looking at this design, you need to sit down and analyze. So the first thing that you are going to take note is the arrangement. Okay, so anytime you see something that is nice, you look at it, look at the arrangement. So the arrangement here is the key. So the person has his information, the call, the location, everything at the bottom here, and the logo at the top with the rest of the information in the middle. Okay, so you take note of the arrangement. Now the arrangement here is a list because you can do it, but getting the fonts and then the elements the person used. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is look for how to get these fonts. So the first thing you're going to do on getting this font is look at the font that the person used. There's some characters that are very special that all fonts don't have such. Okay, so that is what you are going to take note of. So let's zoom in and verify and search for that thing that and I think it is the letter G. The letter G is very special for this particular font, such that you see the bottom here, it curves and doesn't land. Yeah, it doesn't go round. So this letter here, letter G here, is very special. So what you are going to do is, let's come back, the letter G and the letter T. So we can zoom in and click on Windows Shift S. Windows Shift S and take a screenshot. So we are going to snipe a part of this text here. Okay, so this is how we take the screenshots. It's going to be very, very small though. So after taking the screenshots, you go to my fonts, or let's say what a site called What Font Is. So that's the name of the site, whatfontis.com. So you go to that site. Over here, you're going to drop your screenshot over here. It's very, very small, so I'm not sure this is going to work, but let's see. Let's see if it will be able to identify. So let's separate our text here from each other. Good. Next. See, it wasn't able to identify the text. So let's look for something that is a little bigger on the space here. So let's take this letter T and E. Okay, and let's come back. So with this, let's hit back. Let's go to the beginning of this. So like we take the TE, you can paste in our screenshot here, hit next step and separate this T and E like this. Next, so we have T and we have E. Still wasn't able to identify. How you can get to the font actually. So the font is not here. It's not this. We have for Nanotech. This looks similar. Have a look. You see that the G here is also, it also looks like the G over there. Very, very similar font. Let's see this too. This not. So at least you have something that looks very similar to what the person used here. So this is how you can identify a font that the person used in the design. So that's the first step. If the font is nice to you, you need to take note of that. So if you're able to identify the font, now you can go and search for the font. So in like, how do you search for fonts? We did that in a previous video. So the font that the person used was MTN Brighter Sans. MTN Brighter Sans. This font. MTN Vital Sans, and we have a lot of links here, but most of them don't lead you to the full package, so you have to be clicking on each of the links to be able to find the one that comes with the full Vital Sans font styles. Okay, yeah, so sometimes you go through a lot of stress just to get one font. So let's see. After clicking on this, they say we should wait for 7 seconds. Okay, they've given us a whole folder that has been saved into a 7Z. So how do we extract something from 7Z? We use our Vital let me do it again. So it comes as .7z. I'm going to share the link in the group. It comes as a 7z. So right click on it, go to WinRAR, go to extract to the MTN Vital Sans folder, open the folder, let's see what's inside. Open the open type font, and to God be the glory, we have all the fonts here that we can install. So select all and then right click on one of them and click on install, and we have all of them installing for us. So that is how we are able to identify a font and then download it from the internet. So that brings us to the end of this video actually. So I'm going to share the link with you guys in the group.